Alrighty, I got my heat tech on, and I got some other leggings on, and I got on my jeans. Let me back up, because it looks like I'm overwhelming y'all. Now these are heat techs. See? Extra warm, and they all warm, but they don't move. So what I mean by they don't move is that, not that they tight, but they stay one place. They don't move with the pants. So I was feeling like, you know, pull this down as well as this one. Okay, so I just got on some brown. Just got on some black jeans. Let me find me some stockings. Stockings. I think I got some right here. Okay. So I just got on some jeans, yeah, see, this is where my waist is. This is how high my waist is. So I got some UGG socks. Okay. I'm gonna put them on with my UGG boots. And I used to always think that you don't need to put on socks with boots, especially Uggs, but you know what, you do. To me. Maybe other people doesn't, but I do, because you have a tendency of having a foot sweat, and then you accumulate a foot odor inside your UGG sheepskin fur, and then you gotta pay that extra money. Well, they wasn't inside this boot, because I always said, this is probably my second pair of these Uggs. But I had a pair before, and I had a red pair. But unfortunately, I think it was more burgundy. I wanted to see if I can get me another bundle. Let me see how much was the bundle. I mean, just like I said, I got the money, but I don't really want to spend it. Okay, I get you saying, what kind of shirt you're wearing? I think I'm gonna put on, I have a turtleneck. Yeah, I told you it was something that needed to come up. And you sneeze, it's supposed to try to get rid of something. I got nothing to say. Okay, so I'm going to wear my Lord & Taylor cashmere sweater. And I need to put them in the cleaners. Well, I guess this is a good one because I have some that piles. So, they said that, what's her face, willpower, cashmere, but it depends on the type of cashmere being used. Whether it's 2-ply, well, apply, not the cashmere, because cashmere is cashmere. So I think I'm gonna have to wrap this. Okay, so let me see if I'm gonna put this inside. Normally I just do one of these numbers, right? And then push that in like that. I got these from the workforce people, white people. Okay. All right, now let's see. What are we gonna do with this? Because this is like, so actually, this can come over like that. And I probably can stick it into, I don't know where the sun out, but I know I'm definitely gonna be wearing my glasses. It did curl nice, right? I gotta preach Sunday. I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I can get a as much as I don't want to, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to. I'm gonna have to zip into my money. Okay. Alright, let's see what's in this bag. I'm gonna be taking a lot of stuff. Yeah, the 20 inches. The 20-inch is 58. So it's gonna be about $60. Ah, I really don't want to spend because I have plans for that. I'm trying to say, I got my little bag here. This is the Ipsy. I don't know whether y'all know about Ipsy, but look it up. It's a subscription they give. I don't know if they still give you bags, but I got all my little belongings in here. This is not meds. I didn't take the meds thing off. This is that lotion. It's this. I carry it with me. Cause you don't see how what's the name you are. Got me some holes. How ashy you are until you get outside. And that's usually how I would get caught. I'll never see it until I get outside. So Monday is my husband's. Dentist appointment. And the next week is mine. Mine's is the 19th. So they are going to be working on getting us some teeth. Now I know y'all see me with the top but no bottom. So I'm getting a whole full set. So I gotta be measured again since that bone is gone. Oh yes. Y'all can't really see it, right? I know y'all probably don't want to see in my mouth, but I want y'all to see how I look. I don't know what y'all can see. But forgive me, just in case you didn't see it. But up in the top of the root of my mouth was a bone that had no business there. And when I told them that this gets loosened within an hour's time, or maybe within a day's time, and sometimes it stays for a while, but then sometimes it gets loosened pretty fast. So they told me that it had no business getting loosened, meaning that when it got placed in my mouth, it was supposed to be placed where I don't have to use too much glue. And from what I was told, when they first put it in my mouth, gave it to me and I picked it up. They had me put it in. They wanted to know how I felt. It was good. It was a little loose, but I never said nothing. So what this dentist was telling me in Harlem Hospital was telling me that the reason why, first, it had no business getting loose until 5 years. So dentures are supposed to last, I guess, 5 years. And then every 5 years, you can get new ones. But I told them within a year or two, mine had loosened up. So they was telling me no. So that dentist looked in my mouth, and when she looked up in my mouth, she said something about a bone. But it sounded like she was saying I have a turquoise. You know, she was a foreigner. But when the dentist, she went and got the surgeon, and the surgeon told me that it was a bone, and the bone had to be removed. And that was the reason why my dentures was not fitting like it's supposed to be fitting. So they removed that bone. They took it out the 25th of October. So the 25th of this month will be 2 months. So it's fully healed and everything. The only backlash that I'm having now is getting all that anesthesia out of me. Because I guess that bone that was there, it caused a backdrop of fluids, phlegm, post-drip back there. So I suffer from a lot of upper respiratory ailments. That's all I can say. So I'm not suffering from it now. And that's just another story to talk about. I did started a teeth journey, but I didn't, it's going to continue until it's fully completed. Because I was kind of, and also because I was kind of ashamed. And I didn't want you guys to see how I looked with no teeth in my mouth. And I don't know, I just felt very subconscious because my teeth and my hair is what made me, because I always felt like I didn't have, my features was not normal. And how other people looked at and look. Not really realizing that how God made me. He made me beautifully and fairfully, but, I'm accepting that. But I've always had different sides. Ears, when I had my teeth, I had a tooth up here into my gums. I sucked my thumb, so I had a list, my teeth. But they also said that the bone structure could always also play a part. So I always had big eyes. I had a big nose, big lips. So I always felt unbeautiful. So I didn't, talking to you guys, I did not feel comfortable going down that journey in 2018 with y'all. And going through my videos, you may come across some videos where I don't have my teeth in it, how I will respond to it, how I will feel about it. And sometimes I'll wake up some mornings and don't even care. Well, I'll bump it. Y'all just gonna see me. This frontal was pretty nice, man. Her frontal wasn't even like this. I mean, I don't want to talk about the girl, but anyway, let me stay focused. So, with that being said, now they're going to do, since it's out, they're going to do the impressions. And they may not know, but I'm going to let them know that when they go to do the impressions, I'm going to bite down. Because, see, that's why. See, apparently my mouth shape is made for big teeth. Because even my teeth was big. And that was another thing I would get teased about. Well, you got some big teeth. You got big eyes, big nose, big teeth, everything. So, those things, play a part. Leave stamps on you. So, with that being said, I would always cover my mouth when I smile. And I would have people say to me, even mostly guys, they'd be like, why you cover your mouth? You got a nice smile. But I never considered it. Hey, you got nice teeth. But I always felt like my teeth was big. Then after I got married, my husband used to tease me a whole lot. He would always talk about my nose, my lips, my eyes. To be honest, there was nothing he would say about me that was good. My body, I was skinny. One time he looked at some girl in California. We was on Venice Beach because he's from Los Angeles, California. And we was on the beach and some girl passed him and he was right with me. He looking at the girls and he whistling and he looking at them, and then he'll turn and look at me and then he'll bust out and start laughing because I guess he would see in my face that I didn't like it. And he said to me when one girl passed him, she was nice looking. She was a little bit brighter than me, skinned, and she had nice hair. Probably like this. And he was like, why you can't look like her? Oh, I was so hurt that I was angry. And I said, what? Now, prior to him saying that, he had done looked at other girls And each girl that he showed interest to, well, I don't really want to know whether he showed interest. I don't want to say that because I don't know what was thinking in his mind. But the girls that he looked at, he would turn and look at me, and then he'll look me up and down, and he'll shake his head like that. Now, mind you, I'm in California with him. Since my grandmother paid the price for me to go live with him and his family, and that's where I was supposed to be living at, in California. I was supposed to raise up my children. At that time, I was pregnant with my son, and we were supposed to live out there. But it didn't turn out that way. But my whole point, I don't want to go to that, because this is not a husband-wife video. But I just brought that part in because he was the first guy that I came connected to. He's the first guy that I dedicated my life to. And he was the first guy that I married, right? And this is who, I wasn't even married to him then, but this is who I had in my head that I was going to marry. So, what he said to me mattered. And I was always trying to please people, always trying to please him, trying to, like, get him to like me, get him to love me. So a lot of our arguments and stuff was based on the fact of him not loving me the way I wanted to be loved. Now I'm at a place where people is not going to love you the way you want to be loved. And they don't know how to love. So they can only love you how they know how. So you either going to accept it or you're going to reject it. So the way that I loved him, he wouldn't accept it. Right? And he still ain't accepting it. But he's at a place now where he has no other choice. It's like I told him yesterday. I said, I'm the boss. And what I say goes. You at a place now where you can run your mouth all you want, but you can't do nothing about it. Or before, he could run his mouth. And if he didn't like what was going on, then he'll slap me upside my head. Or we'll be... Well, them slaps didn't last too long because I'll pick up my dukes and I will fight him. Anyway. Okay, so with that being said, so that's what played the part with how I looked, and I will always try to do things and get things to accommodate my facial features. Keep people from paying attention to me. That's why I was always in the background. You know, me being a preacher, I would have never placed myself to be a preacher. I would never place myself for that much attention when people have to look at me more than 10 minutes, if that long. But as I grew in God, God had to let me know and condition me to know that it doesn't matter what people think about me, how they feel about me, or how they look at me or perceive me. It's what he thinks. And he loves me for who I am. Because who I am is who he made. And being that I'm allowing him to make me more, I'm coming out how he chooses me to look. So that's why I'm becoming more comfortable with y'all and able to talk to y'all about things that I would never talk to y'all about or tell anybody. I never told nobody my marriage and how things was. And there's still some things I have not told. But with that being said, I am going to continue to get ready so I can get out of here and go get my what's the name? Oh, I gotta go to the mailbox. So I'll be back, you guys. So I will talk to y'all later.